that night when gunboat came and shot bullet on her, a job people would have replied, because we're on ground. We saw when the gunboat came from the creek. We saw when they brought the gunboat from the creek. That would have been a reply. But we allowed it slide because we did not orchestrate, we didn't plan to have a theater of war at Abalama. We were only very, very angry at the disrespect of our traditional rulers. Like I was interrogating the Northerners, I was asking them if a mayor and a mayor in North, anywhere, in any counts of North, say don't do this, would they flout the order of any mayor or Sultan of Sokoto or only of 50? Place another that nothing to happen there. Anybody, any of the Yoruba person in the military, or anybody would say no. This is what we face as Southerners. This is what we face as a job people. That the presidency should know that is desecrating the traditional institution of a job nation. This is what we will not accept. The military, the police, anybody they are using to achieve their purpose should know that they have kings, they have chiefs, they have everybody in their land. The time will come. A time will come. Such thing will not occur again. It will never repeat itself. It's a message you are passing to Wike. A man who can comfortably dethrone a king from his place. Is that man normal? It's not normal. It's not a normal being. Today is complaining. As the original king has been reinstated, he's complaining. Such a man who goes extreme to desecrate traditional institutions. And people celebrate him. I wonder the kind of, I don't have any message to such persons, but I pray God forgive them. The drama started on eve to the yesterday, 14th to yesterday. IYC had an emergency congress in respect of the insult from Wike. We had emergency. Ordinarily, it would have been at the same venue because we are reliably informed that the activity was not approved. The activity at Abalama was not approved by the king. So we had a venue there because Abalama is a strategic community in Calabari that have former IYC leaders. So they suggested that we have a congress there. At the eve of preparation, we mobilized our canopies and everything down to the venue. We realized that already they have staged, they have occupied the venue. And critical stakeholders of the Ijaw Nation called. What is happening, advised. For the peace of Ijaw Nation, we had to pick an alternative venue. But little did we know that our presence was a threat to them. We are not there massively. We never had a premeditated intention of maybe fighting, disorganizing them, because those that are bringing him to Abalama are also our Ijaw brothers. We don't need to fight or kill them. But there is need to send this silent message to Wike that as an individual, is nobody to Ijaw Nation. Wike cannot even stand IYC chapter Abalama if it's just Wike, but we blame the presidency. Our leaders are smart. They are not leaders of this generation, politicians like Wike. Their intervention made us to have an alternative venue. But yet, they still adventure to lock down our venue with security. And because we were on ground, from every reliable information, even at that night, they used gunboats. Gunboat came through the creeks of Abalama. and even fire shot on her. IYC was on ground when the gunboat came. But we are not fighting military. We are not fighting the federal government. But we only send a silent message to the federal government that the drum they are beating behind Wike, it will only swallow Wike, it will not swallow the federal government. While it is swallowing federal government and Wike, it will also indirectly affect the federal government. But we allowed everything to go the way it's supposed to go, because if it happens the way they want it, it is the blood of the just ones that will spill. That is why the restraint occurred. They had a premeditated motive to cause a chaos, cause a crisis. They wanted an Abalama replication, the way they invaded Abalama and spoiled IYC election, because they wanted the structure by all means. They said that Savannah is nothing, but they invaded Abalama with our youths, Ijaw youths who don't have bearing, Ijaw youths who are vulnerable, Ijaw youths who they have used over time without meaningful source of livelihood, and they misled them. You can imagine that they mobilize our youths with ordinary 5, 6, 7,000 to come and shoot guns at Abalama. You see, the Abalama saga is something we shouldn't be reflecting on, because it's a sad day for Ijaw nation, caused by Wike and his group. So they just wanted same saga to replicate in Calabar land, so that they will label it on our leader. IYC took this decision without consulting any of our leaders. In fact, our leaders were even surprised that we are having a congress, an emergency congress at Abalama. And they called. And we told them they should take themselves up, that we cannot sit and watch Wike continue to insult Ijaw people because he has a backing of the presidency. So that night, gunboat came through the creeks. We are the venue. We saw the venue with police vans. They even mobilized cult boys. Many paid to that place. It's night. Just 1 or 2 dynamite can dispatch everybody. If Ijaw youths say this is what they want to do without considering their brothers, just 1 or 2 dynamite to dispatch everybody there that night, and they cannot hold anything. But that is not the intention of IYC. And we cannot embark on a journey that would cause another course for reputation of Abalama. They wanted Abalama to happen again, but we are too smart, very smart, to avert it. So we had to deploy all our people out from Abalama that night. Maybe let it not be that to cause any issue at night, so to go back in the morning. Before we arrived that morning, army, police, armored car everywhere. It was like a war. And you saw our women. Because of you barricaded our access, the women started protesting. And you started pointing tear gas. And they have their military called boys within the crease. We saw them. That's why they aided Ibifre, one Ibifre, to shoot at us. That made some of our ladies to run. Ladies ordinarily we are not running, because the tear gas is something that we are used to. The ladies are not running. It was when a gunshot that the ladies ran, and some of them got injured. About 4 of them were in the hospital yesterday. But we thank God. We thank God. Point the tear gas. That made us to advance to the boundary between Calabari and Emowa. Initially they sent boys to Wood to come and chase our guests. We went there. Even the police that were there, we are having almost had a confrontation with me when I'm telling them we must stand for our women. It's not because there are no men.